Is this the first time I filmed myself before starting to sew? It might be. It might be. Usually I just do a wee recap once the project's done, right? But the thing is, I went fabric shopping yesterday and I wasn't feeling very energetic. I wasn't in a good mood. So I didn't really like any of the fabric that I saw. And I decided I was just going to use the fabric that I have at home already, which is nice, and I do have plans for it. I've got some red curtains that I'm going to turn into something, and I've got some green cotton canvas that I've got plans for. But I woke up this morning and decided that I wanted tartan fabric. I'm making clothes to wear to international events, so I think I want something tartan to really just be obnoxiously Scottish when I go to other countries. And I did see cotton and wool tartan fabric yesterday. I just wasn't in a good mood, so I didn't like it at the time. And I woke up this morning regretting that. And I woke up early, which is lucky because I'm going over to my friends to sew this afternoon. It is currently 9:30 in the morning, and I think I'm going to go into town and go fabric shopping again. Hello there my darlings, hello. Welcome back. Okay, you know what, I'm going to address this straight up. I understand that you'll sometimes be able to see my lighting set up and reflected in my glasses, but it's September now, so it's basically dark all the time. It's winter, it's my time to shine. I love winter, even though it is kind of a pain to film in winter because, like I say, it's dark from 7 p.m. now. And that's only gonna get closer and closer in as the year rolls on. Such is life. However, we carry on, right? That is really hot. I should not have grabbed that by the mug. Anyway, hello, welcome back. Listen, let's have another sewing project, shall we? We're going to talk about my most complicated sewing project so far. Or at least the one that had the biggest learning curve for me so far. I did not expect this to go the way that it went in any capacity. I mentioned in my previous sewing video that my friend has a much better sewing machine than I do, and that I went to hers to sew some things, and that I was going to do that again. And I had an event outfit to make because I was going to HelloCon. That event has now been and gone. There's a helicopter outside, don't worry, we'll wait for you. Good. Anyway, there will be a vlog of HelloCon, don't worry about it, and you'll be able to see this outfit in action, but I thought first off I should tell you about the outfit that I made for it. So yeah, basically I invited myself over to my friend's house again to use her sewing machine, and I thought in my head that I could basically just do this all in one go. And I don't really know why. I think it's because I have done that so far. Like, so far in my sewing life, I have made most things in 1 day or 2 days if I was busy. And I had planned to basically make a waistcoat, right? I wanted to learn how to make a waistcoat or a pair of shorts. I was going to make myself some casual shorts and also see if I could learn how to make a waistcoat. And I had planned for these to be separate projects, but also that I was going to spend one full afternoon and evening just getting through it and really, really making it work. That was my first mistake. That's a lie. That was not my first mistake. I'd made several mistakes at this point, but you know what? It worked out. So Because I was going to my friend's to sew, and she has a normal human job, like she has a normal person job, so she was kind of busy, and I was going to just do it myself, you know. I wasn't going to be bothering her, I was going to just be doing my own stuff. So I made the shorts first. I made myself some tartan shorts, and these were going to be a casual thing, mostly just for practicing doing lining and stuff. I hadn't intended it to become a full set yet, but I made the shorts. I made the shorts according to a pattern I've used a few times already. I might show you that properly another time. And then I asked my friend for help on how to make a waistcoat. She got the basics down for me, and basically drew this whole pattern for me, which is just an insane level of skill. But it was way above my skill level. Just absolutely, I could not figure it out. Like, the measurements I was taking and then applying to the pattern didn't seem to make sense, and I talked it through with her, and we decided that we were going to just call it an evening, call it an evening there, and I would come back the next day and we could figure it out properly from there. And so we did that. I went back the next day, took my girlfriend with me, so there was 3 of us, and the 3 of us figured it out, and I was measured, and we made like a mock-up of the waistcoat to really figure out how it was going to sit and what it was going to be like. And at this point I was still thinking that I was going to make a waistcoat in a different fabric that was a lot more elaborate and a lot more goth. I've got designs and drawings like of what I was going to make, and I will show you those eventually, because I will eventually make what I was planning on making, and I'll show you the drawings of it. But I decided while we were making these mock-ups that I was going to use the tartan fabric and try and make a tartan waistcoat. And boy, I'm glad I did. I'm so glad I did. We got through a lot of it, but I don't remember what was happening that evening, but there was some reason that we couldn't work very late on, and we called it a day there. We had got quite far, but not extremely far. It wasn't nearly finished or anything. I think a big part of what held up the process was that I have to line everything. So even though the fabric is cotton, the dye and the ink that's used to like make the pattern on it is still a little bit poisonous to me. So I've got plain white cotton to line everything. And this is going to be how I make all of my clothes. It'll either be plain white cotton clothes, or I'll have to line everything that I make. And that's fine, that's fair enough, I can do that. It just means that everything's going to have to be done twice, basically. And that's okay, that's fine. So where were we? We decided we were going to call it a day after day 2, and we'd got most of it done. All the bits were cut out, everything seemed to be fitting together, and we're going to just... Were we doing this on day 3? Yeah, okay, so we went back another day, right? There was definitely another day, because the problem is I was intensely busy that week also. So we had to call it early the next time because we had D&D that night. The next day we went back to it, we were working at it again, just sort of in the evening after she was done working each day. Absolute legend letting me do that. Absolute legend letting me do that. You need to get yourself friends that are patient. And I was working that evening, so I had to go straight from trying to make this waistcoat to rushing home to get changed into work clothes and then heading out to work for the night. It was so good. And we decided that we were going to just break for the weekend, and I had a chaotic weekend. It was another one that was supposed to be quiet time, and then it wasn't. You know how it is. You know how it is. And then on the Monday, we finished it. We just got together again and did all the finishing touches. And I was so knackered. I say we. The word we is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. On the Monday, I was completely knackered from the week before and the weekend. And I actually fell asleep in her house and she finished it for me, which is so sweet. So fucking sweet. But it's done. It's done. And it looks amazing. And the fact that the waistcoat and shorts both match makes it look like a very formal set, which was really nice because I decided I was going to wear it to HelloCon, which I did. And I'll insert clips of that now. The full vlog of HelloCon will be up this time next week, or in like a day or two if you're on Patreon. Patrons get everything early. So what I learned from this process, because every time I sew something new, it is a huge learning curve, and this one especially was a huge learning curve. But I learned, I guess mostly I learned the importance of just taking things slowly and giving myself time to do little bits in chunks over time and not trying to do too much at once. Because I've always known that my brain doesn't really work that way. I've always known that I like to do things in little bits over time. I'm sure some of you will remember from my older art videos, I used to always draw 2 or 3 things in one time. I'd have 2 or 3 things laid out in front of me to work on. And I still do that. I never really focus on one thing at a time. So it was really nice just doing it in little bits. And I also learned how to make things look fitted and look nice, and also what measurements I am to have something look like that. I learned how to do a collar with lapels. Never made that before, never done that before. That was really cool. I can do that now. And the fun thing is, I feel like whenever I've made something once, I can almost definitely replicate it. Like I can do it again. And the next thing I want to make is the waistcoat that I had envisioned from the start, which I will make a whole other video about, so you don't get to see or hear about that yet. Well, patrons might. But the next one's going to be a lot more elaborate. And I'm very excited about that. Very excited about it. So yeah, that's my story about the tartan waistcoat. Apparently the pattern that my friend drew for me is based on coats and jackets more than waistcoats. I think because traditionally a waistcoat has a plain back and then a coloured bit in the front, right? Or like the fancy fabric in the front. But I wanted this one to be all the same fabric, so it's actually more like a sleeveless jacket than a waistcoat, apparently. So I might still have to learn how to make a proper traditional waistcoat, but that's fine. I can do that. I'm so sure I can do that. And you'll all be here with me to learn, right? Of course you will. Of course you will. I learned how to do sleeve holes, but with the inside, from the inside, kinda. And this is the most complicated thing that I've ever lined or made a lining for. And all the different little ways you have to sew it together. I'm not like, this isn't a teaching channel. I'm not very good at explaining it, but that is what I learned. I'll show you most of what I was doing. And hey, maybe one day I'll be good enough to explain it. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Support me on Patreon and subscribe to this channel if you want more sewing videos, and also if you want to see the event vlog from the event I wore this outfit to. yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves and each other, okay? Bye. Oh, that is weird. With the reflection in my glasses, terrifying. I look like, oh, I like that look actually. I look like an alien, but I do like it.